Foul on Burbridge. Maybe Burbridge had a case with Donnell with a shoulder, but Burbridge was caught chasing the St. Dom's junior, and that's why she was assessed with a foul.
Never got squared up. Kind of at an angle there, so.
A good quick move by Donnell that caught Burbridge off guard. And she will check out of the game. Shepard comes back out. Crockett's back in. Molly French and Danny Sweet back in. Parmelau fakes the three. She'll drive. What's the defense? Runner, no. Rebound, she gets it. Put back, yes. She will not be denied, Kelly Parmelau, with 22 points on the night. And Brandon Terrell will take the timeout.
Well, give us a chance to let you know we have some more games coming up with our partnership with the Kennebec Journal and Morning Sentinel next week. A big week for us, as Rob Kennedy and I and the Muncie Media crew will be back for Waterville High School hockey from beautiful Colby College, as we'll have the St. Dom's Saints against the Waterville Purple Panthers. That'll be Monday night. Then on Tuesday, we'll be down to Richmond. We'll be adding Richmond High School to our Kennebec Journal Morning Sentinel lineup, as they have a big game against Rangeley on Tuesday night. They are the 1-2 teams. Richmond suffered a loss at Rangeley early in the year, a 2-point loss to Rangeley, and these are the two of the premier teams in Class D, perennial tournament teams. So we'll be down there, as Jamie Plummer will be playing with 1,000 plus points now. I wish Jamie had waited a little bit.
That would have been nice. Would have been nice to have that.
And then on Thursday, Rob, pending some checks tomorrow, we think we're going to get it. We will be at the Ice Vault on Thursday for Gardner High School hockey as they take on arch rival the Winslow Black Raiders in a 6:30 game. Big week. Muncie Media, KJ, and Online Sentinel. Stay with us.
Quite a ball game here tonight. Bulldogs by 6. And here's Sweet. French loves that three-point shot. Too strong, no. Brown on the rebound. Good battle there with Donnell, and a foul called. And they will get the Halldale captain.
Well, unlike
Brown,
the first
3.
Yeah, I was going to say, unlike the first half of play where Halldale went up in 7 quick fouls and then into the bonus situation very quickly. We're not there yet with 2:39 left to play. You'd mentioned that earlier, Rod. They're doing a much better job this half.
Just 8 fouls combined here in the second half. And again, the refs doing a very good job letting the players play. They have decided this game. And St. Dom's, tired perhaps, but certainly not beaten. Just down 6. And the dangerous Kelly Parmelau with the basketball. Tricky dribble back outside. Greco will not take that shot with Natasha Brown there. Far side it goes. That's Hanlon. Hanlon needs someone to pass to, gets it away. French almost steals. It's loose on the court. Jump ball. Halldale's going to get this one. No. St. Dom's is the arrow. So 2:10 to go. The Saints down 6, and this is a huge possession.
Yeah, exactly, Rob.
You only get 3 or 4 more possessions in the game. You're down 6 points. You need a hoop here. Parmelau, what a pass all the way across to Callie Greco. Spotted the 5'6" junior all by herself. Magical pass from Parmelau.
Normally you go, uh-oh, but wow, what a pass.
And life for the Saints still. That pulse getting stronger as a turnover will give it back to St. Dom's. Under 2 to play, but they're down just 4. Chipping away at what was a 10-point deficit. Parmelau and Pelletier battling again. Parmelau gets by the Halldale sophomore. Parmelau needs a teammate. Donnell underneath, jump stop, yes! Timeouts called, a 30 by John Barry, and again resting his players here for the home stretch with 1:52 to go. Well, they still wind the clock. They'll have to put some time back on it as the clock is run for about 8 seconds, so they'll have to fix that.
Yeah, they'll fix that up. Well, Andy, I think you said it before there that they were giving the kids a rest there for one last run, and certainly you know, we didn't see who we thought would be the scorer. It wasn't Kelly Pomelo the scorer. It was Kelly Pomelo with 2 great passes.
Oh, the one from the sideline was absolutely amazing. I saw the whole thing unfold, and I'm not sure who number 10 is, but she's made some great cuts today, getting herself open.
Yeah,
they're
Greco.
on an 8-0 run right now, and the thing is they find themselves right back in this game with $1:51 left.
Well, we said it would probably go down to a possession or so, Rob Kennedy.
Yeah.
We were saying that early on here. It looked like that strategy was out the window as the 10-point lead, but it's been a good run, 8-0, as Andy told you here, by St. Dom's to make it a 1-possession game. Now a big possession for the Bulldogs.
They turned it over last time. 1 player to defend. It's Dyer. Brown with Pelletier in the backcourt. And they cross the timeline. Megan Cope, Crockett to Shepard through her hands, stolen by Pomelo. The Saints can tie her lead. Pomelo herself throws the ball out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Pelletier on the way by, as that pass intended for Hanlon. Inbounds, up over 2 players, tie game. Kelly Pomelo, immense.
She has been something.
Here's Shepard now, Cope to untie it, won't count, she traveled, couldn't get herself balanced. And the Saints, with all the momentum, with 1:23 to go, have erased the entirety of a 10-point deficit.
The last 2 possessions, Coach Barry has dropped back into a 1-2-2 full-court trap, and he hasn't shown that all game.
Stolen away, Pelletier, look at those hands. Here comes the sophomore to give Halldale the lead. Big hoop for the young player, who is a veteran, though, as she did play significant minutes last year for Halldale in that Eastern Maine Championship squad. And Eva Shepard has picked up foul number 4. Not a shooting foul, though. It's just number 6, I believe, in the Bulldogs. It is.
Well, Pelletier has been great on defense all night. That time her defense turned into transition points and gave her team the lead.
Shepard's foul is her 4th. Here's Pomelo baseline, all the way back out Greco. Under a minute to go. Nail-biting time in Farmingdale. Pomelo again, taking her time. One-hand bouncer to Greco. Pomelo again. Megan Cope right there with her. Here's Pomelo to the outside. Greco, 3-pointer for the lead. No good off the iron. Kick back out to an L. Greco again in that same spot. No shot this time. 3-pointer, Pomelo for the lead. No good. And Megan Cope called for the foul, and Pomelo went down.
Well, she might have sold that one just a little bit. Kind of down in front of you, Andy. Andy and Travis, what do you think there?
Well, she went up for the shot, and you have to be able to let the player land after they are elevated and came down, and she just got caught up in it. It was a bad time for the foul. You got to be able to finish your athletic movement, and she wasn't able to.
Pomelo has 3. First one no good. The best she can do is tie it. And the pressure on here as she gets 2 more after missing the first.
30 seconds is an eternity, though.
A somewhat quiet Jim for the second shot. Yes.
And I don't believe, what is the foul situation for St. Dom's? Can they foul? And
Well,
if they're behind, can they foul?
Well, they need to give
What have
4.
we got? Yeah, so they can't.
Pomelo to tie it with 30 to play. Yes.
That's out of the equation now.
26 of the 42 points. 30 seconds for Halldale. Here's Megan Cope. Shepard with those 4 fouls, back to Cope. Cope with it, 21 seconds left. Will Bulldogs play last shot? Here's Shepard. Pelletier center circle, 15 seconds. Here's Brown with it. Brown in the corner, 10 seconds. Driving, Natasha Brown. Jumper in the paint, no. Crockett, rebound, put back, foul. She'll go to the line with 5 seconds to play. And Pelletier helping Pomelo back up. The 2 exchange a hug. What a great battle they have had tonight.
Crockett's been immense underneath all night.
She gets 2, 5 seconds left on the clock. Big shots for the junior. No on the first. She'll have 1 more and a chance to give her team a 1-point lead with 5 seconds to go as Pelletier psychs her up.
7 fouls for the Bulldogs, so they have to be careful about fouling on on the next possession.
One of the biggest shots of the young season for the Bulldogs. It is on the way. No good. No rim. Turnover. St. Dom's has it.
Halldale's got to be careful not to foul.
The foul could be fatal. Inbounds pass, 5 seconds. Kelly Parmelau, 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Parmelau's taking this shot for the win. It's no good. We're heading to overtime. How fitting on a special night here in Farmingdale that we play a little extra basketball. 42-42 at the end of regulation time. Back after this, it's high school basketball at Online Sentinel and KJOnline.com.
Extreme Graphics and Apparel. Our quality silkscreen process will satisfy your needs. Embroidering your apparel gives you the unique look you desire. Everything from custom vinyl signs to stickers and more. Do you want to start your own clothing line? We are dedicated to your success and our quality proves it. Your image is everything, and a show-stopping design turns heads. We have over 20 years experience in digital graphics design. Call us today.
42 apiece back here in Farmingdale. They put 4 minutes back up on the clock. A little extra basketball and a big game between the Bulldogs at 3-5 in 10th place and the 5-2 Saints in 8th place in the Class C West Heel Point standings. A lot riding on this game as far as postseason shuffling is concerned.
And the foul situation always important in overtime. 7 fouls on the Bulldogs, 4 on the Saints, so that's huge there. The Saints have done a good job because, as we said, not a deep bench. They couldn't afford to have anybody foul out, and they haven't. And so typically you see overtime. What happens in overtime? Usually the big players will be the ones that are making the plays, and that's been the way that it has gone all night.
Only one Saints player in foul trouble, and that is Brianna Hanlon, who is out there. Shepard out there with 4 fouls for the Bulldogs. St. Dom's and Halldale keeping it in the same direction. Hanlon and Crockett set to jump for St. Dom's and Halldale respectively. Crowd making noise in Farmingdale. Bulldogs with the first possession, but it's intercepted quickly by Parmelau. Parmelau on Cope, a scoop shot, no good. Rebound by Nicole Pelletier. Here's Brown, what a huge second quarter. Bank shot, no good. Rebound grab down Hanlon. Brown tried to steal it away, but couldn't. You hear the Halldale crowd. A tournament atmosphere at Farmingdale on a warm night in mid-January. And we have a foul called on Pelletier as Parmelau thumped down to the floor in front of her bench. She's going to shoot. 2 on Pelletier. Parmelau, as we've seen tonight, a very good free throw shooter, has the 1-and-1.
Yeah, right down in front of Coach Berry, and he goes, "Oh, please get up."
There are bad players to lose, and there are bad players to lose, and I think Kelly Parmelau certainly can capitalize her name on that list. She hits the first and unties the game, 43-42. The Saints by 1 here on the road. Parmelau again. Senior shot is on the way, and she has 28 points on the night. 44-42. Halldale with the ball down 2. St. Dom's chipped away a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter to get this 2-point lead in overtime. Crockett gives the ball away to Megan Cope. She'll hand it off. Cope, nice move, takes the shot, no. Rebound, grab down, and outlet quickly by Dyer to Parmelau. Brown stops her in her tracks. Across it goes to Greco. 2-point lead. Hanlon back to Greco with 3:05 in overtime.
They might take some time here.
And the fewer possessions, the better, perhaps. Parmelau and Greco content for now to play pass.
I think part of that's predicated on the foul situation.
Parmelau left hand back to Greco as the two of them play keep away. All the way across court, just kept in bounds. No, the toe was on the line by Elena Dyer. And that will give the Bulldogs the basketball, and Coach Berry didn't like the pass. Renatero wants 30. He'll take a timeout with 2:40 to go. His team down a bucket.
Well, when you take a look at the way overtime has gone so far, we set it up, and we thought that the big-time players would be making the big plays. Pomerleau hit the 2 free throws, give her team the 44-42 lead. Coach Terrell taking the timeout now, and he's going to set something up that he wants run in the half-court set as they'll come down and try to get this thing tied up. So he wants a particular play, he wants a particular set, and he's going to have to make sure he communicates that to the well to the girls. Brandon does a great job of coaching. Both these guys are good teachers. You can see it. Their kids all eyeballs when they come over into the huddle.
Bulldogs on the court first.
Well, one of these teams is going to get some satisfaction out of this game right now as the Stones are playing in the background.
Stones are playing and the Bulldogs fans are singing it. That song is about 30 years older than most of them. Maybe more. Brown to Lynch, back in the game. She had a great fourth quarter. Foul called on Callie Greco. Just the 5th in St. Thomas. The Bulldogs don't shoot. 3 on Greco. No immediate danger for her. Brown inbound in front of the Halldale faculty. Brown knocked away by Greco, aggressively out of bounds. Bulldogs will do it again. Brown. Shepard. Crockett over the top, couldn't handle it. Loose on the floor, picked up by the Saints. Dyer. And she quickly gets it to Parmelau. Elena Dyer couldn't wait to get that ball to Parmelau. Said, you take it to her, captain. And Parmelau more than happy to oblige. Look at her go. The shot put up. Foul called Pelletier. Parmelau back at the line where she has been almost automatic. She hit 2 out of 3 to tie the game late.
And she's at 28, I believe, is what Dick told us.
That's what
28
she has.
points. Stay with us post-game. We'll have some thoughts from the floor with Andy and Travis, and Dick Layton will have the full game stats.
It's a 3-point game. Painful for the Bulldogs fans to watch Parmelau at the line. She has been very good and continues to be. 46-42. Molly French, good 3-point shooter, pops up off the bench for the Bulldogs. She's about set to check in. Lynch with it, 2:04 to go, overtime. Bulldogs down 4 on their home court. Here's Brown, wants 3, spots up, that's no good. Rebound again, Elena Dyer. And now it's the Bulldogs for whom every possession will count. Saints can really drive a stake into their heart with a basket here on this possession. Twinnell picks her dribble up. Double team, needs a friend, finds Parmelau. Parmelau taking time. Milking clock are the Saints. Brown almost steals it away from Greco. Greco switches left hand, corner it goes. Saints in no hurry to shoot the basketball, and Brown makes the foul on Greco.
Yeah, she had to. 126, 4-point lead. You've got to make a foul, so you send them a free throw line. And the thing is, you want to make sure the ball doesn't get back to Parmelau because she's killing you at the line. So you got to foul somebody else, which they did.
It's Callie Greco, the junior. 4th foul on Natasha Brown, and 1 more for the Bulldogs, and it's automatic 2 for the Saints. This is a 1-and-1. Greco's shot, iron. Oh, take that back. That was the 10th.
Yeah.
I should know, being at Halldale as often as I am, that they switched that number last, and I should have waited to watch it. So it's 1 and more. Coach Terrell will say, we'll make her wait and call the full timeout. A little ice being applied to Callie Greco.
Well, Andy and Travis, as we take a look at the way this thing's unfolded, with the 10-point lead, it looked like the Halldale Bulldogs were on their way to victory. But, you know, one of the things about a young team is you've got to learn when the game is on the line, when to finish.
Yeah, and they definitely had a chance to put them away, like you said, Rob, up by 10. But the thing is, too, Travis and I were talking. We thought that they were done when, they were out of gas.
Yeah, they just looked like they had no legs left, like their, short bench had caught up with them.
Yeah, it did. And the thing is, too, now they find themselves up by 4, and they could tie their biggest lead if they make this free throw, because they were up 9-5 here in the first quarter.
If they make this free throw, they'll have their biggest lead of the game, because right now they're tied with, it was 9-5 in the middle of the first quarter.
And the thing is, too, Coach Terrell last time tried to get the ball inside to Crockett. It was a great entry pass. I think they're going to go back to that play.
Yeah, it seems to be a play that could work for them.
Yeah, exactly. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, guys.
One more shot at the line coming from Callie Greco. And it could be extremely damaging for Halldale if she hits it.
Yeah, 5. The difference between 4 and 5 is 1, but huge.
It would require a 3-point bucket by the Bulldogs at some point. You would think anyway. Birds chirping here at Halldale as the second shot hit by Greco. 47-42. Now the Bulldogs, down 5, could really use a 3. Brown can hit them. They go over the top. Pass may have been deflected. Either way, it came down to Alexis Dwinell. And Halldale hopes flickering here at the Penny Gymnasium. Parmelau with the basketball. Will take as much time off the clock as she can. Greco, they'll need to foul her. Brown doesn't want to do it as she's playing with 4. Pelletier reaches, can't get the ball away from Parmelau. And Parmelau calls timeouts. It'll be a full timeout for the Saints with 55 seconds to go. Is there enough time left for the Bulldogs to get back in the game?
Well, they've got to get a steal, I would think, if they can, or a quick foul. But again, you're betwixt and between, because you certainly don't want to foul Parmelau. And Greco has shown her capability of making free throws too, Rob. And those are the two girls that they have handling the ball. Coach Berry has his offense spread out, and he's got the bigs in the corners, and what they do is they're not covered. They'll get the ball to the bigs in the corner, and boom, they right back out to one of the ball handlers, either Greco or Parmelau, and that's who they want to have go to the free throw line, because they have both been very effective there. It's been nice execution down the stretch run here for the Saints. I've been impressed with the way they, as a young team, have executed with the lead here and kept Halldale at bay a little bit.
They've really deflated the clock in this game and taken the air right out of it very, very well. And doing it on tired legs, and really you'd think doing it on adrenaline. That 10-point run to close the game was huge as far as lifting their spirits, and you get that second, or maybe in this case third wind at this point of the ball game, and you're off and running. That's what St. Dom's has been. 55 seconds left. The Bulldogs desperately need to get a steal here. Parmelau, you would think, will try to find Greco if at all possible. She's covered. They'll go over the top. Almost stolen. Dwinell has it, though. Alert. And they foul Dwinell. So Alexis Dwinell with 11 points to go to the line.
I think it's a good foul. You didn't foul one of the premier free throw shooters here, and you're going to make somebody else hurt you from the line. Alexis Dwinell, the junior.
Situations like this is why you practice so many free throws. The end of your practice. When you're tired, when you're run down, they come in handy here. Dwinell is a junior, and she hits. This game has been won at the line by the Saints. Their free throw shooting, especially in clutch situations, has been extremely good. Dwinell taking her time. Nope, rebound, grab down Greco. It's all gone wrong in overtime for the Bulldogs. And a foul by Pelletier, and that sends the player you don't want to the stripe, and that's Kelly Parmelau.
Well, sometimes you're just up against the clock and there's nothing you can do.
Yep.
You had to have a stoppage right then and there.
That Greco rebound may have snuffed out the last bit of life for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, Rob. That was a good offensive board by the Saints.
Travis and I were just talking, there hasn't been a single offensive field goal in overtime. It's all been from the free throw line.
Right, yep.
Parmelau misses one. A rare miss for her. So the Bulldogs haven't scored at all in overtime. 6 points. All of it's come from the St. Dom's ladies, and
they haven't scored this overtime.
Parmelo to make it lucky 7, and she does. 49-42, and hard to see a way back for Halldale now. Here's Shepard. 42 seconds. Bulldogs need a quick shot. Pelletier. Time ticking away. There's a steal. That ought to do it. Parmelo with it. Will they try the foul? Pelletier is not going to give up that easily. Greco with it. 28 seconds. And there's the foul, and this time it's on Hanlon. So Brianna Hanlon will head to the line.
Stay with us post-game. Dick Layton will have the tally of this overtime game. If you're tuning in now, thinking you would be seeing the boys St. Dom's Halldale game, this one has gone overtime, as you see on our graphic. It's been a good one.
St. Dom's a gutsy win tonight, rallying from 10 points down late. And they are now up by 8, an 18-point swing in around 10 minutes of basketball all told.
Well, just about when we were saying, well, you know, St. Dom's, we gave them every excuse in the book if they wanted to do it, but they refused to take that.
Didn't need it.
A short bench, they were tired, they played a lot of minutes, da-da-da-da-da. They said, hey, listen, we came up here to win the ball game.
And they're still hustling for the basketball.
And that's what we're going to do. So as I said, we'll have Dick Layton's halftime post-game stat report, and we'll ask our Andy Munsing, perhaps he'll be able to get with Coach John Berry.
Yeah, I'll get with Coach Berry after the game. Trevor and I were just talking. It's 18-2 run.
Yes.
That St. Dom's is on right now, when they completely seemed out of gas. We were talking. We had said that if Halldale got up by 10, that we thought the game was over.
Yeah, we thought that just their legs were shot.
Yeah, I mean, they had no juice. They were just, there was nothing. And now look, you know, they're up by 8 points. They're going to end up winning this game.
Shows it doesn't take a lot to switch momentum.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The girls continue to play very well. Look, they're going to find themselves here with a W.
That's right.
Is Travis staying here for the boys' game? Is he covering the boys' game as well? No.
Terry Hawkins will be here for the boys' game, I believe.
Oh, Hawk will be for the game. All right, so we'll try to have the same arrangement and catch up with Hawk down there as we did the other night from Gardner. Our arrangement with the Kennebec Journal and Morning Sentinel reporters works out quite well. There are eyes and ears on some of the venues that we don't get to, as we're locked into a certain schedule where we can actually do games. And we're trying to expand that all the time. As we said, we're going down to check out Richmond, so we can bring you that Richmond-Rangeley game next Tuesday night on the 15th. That's a 5:30 game. We're doing the girls' game down there.
And that's another one that you mentioned. It's a very good possibility that might be a matchup on the 3rd Saturday in February.
Yeah, exactly right, Rob.
And that time be the Augusta Civic Center. Molly Bishop, Heidi Deary always seem to get together come tournament time, as the Bulldogs will foul Callie Greco. Battling Bulldogs to the end.
And if you miss it, we'll be back covering St. Dom's again. The St. Dom's hockey team will take on the Waterville Purple Panthers from Colby. Rob Kennedy with the call with that. I'll be on color for that game. Monday night. I've got to look up the time of that game on Monday.
I think I know what it is, but I'll let you look it up. Just make sure I don't say the wrong one. I'm not 100% sure. Bulldog crowd, I would have to say, the one word to be stunned.
Yeah, I think so, right.
They're not singing anymore in the balcony, that's for sure. It's another rebound by Parmelo.
Oh.
And she is taken down, tripping over Natasha Brown, and right back to the line she goes, and Natasha Brown will head to the bench, as that's foul number 5 for her. You will not find a more competitive player than Natasha Brown for this Halldale team.
Well, it was her spurt in the second quarter, Rob, that gave the Bulldogs, they came back with Natasha in the second half, and she was just a demon to the basket there.
Allie Crockett out, Brooke Burbridge back in. Brown, of course, replaced by Molly French. It's been the Kelly Parmelo show. She has owned this court here tonight.